As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. As we embark on this journey today, let's delve into the heart of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, born in the serene halls of Athens, holds as much relevance now as it did back then. It teaches us that our personal power and strength come from within, not from the fleeting gaze of others. In this bustling world of ours, we often find ourselves, especially the unique Sigma females among us, seeking recognition, approval, and validation from those around us. But remember, the Stoic wisdom teaches us that our worth is not defined by others. The power lies within us, our thoughts, our actions, our resilience. Our strength is not reflected in the mirrors of society, but in the calm, serene pool of our own mind. Remember, strength lies within you, not in the eyes of others. Firstly, we need to understand who Sigma females are. Sigma females are an intriguing breed of individuals who march to the beat of their own drum. They are the ones who stand out from the crowd, not because they seek attention, but because they simply choose to be true to themselves. They are the embodiment of independence and self-reliance, possessing a unique blend of strength, resilience, and introspection. Unlike their alpha counterparts who lead the pack, or the betas who follow, Sigma females are comfortable in their solitude. They are the lone wolves of the social spectrum. They do not conform to societal norms or expectations, but rather they carve their own path, guided by their intuition and personal values. Sigma females are introspective and often introverted, preferring the company of their thoughts over social gatherings. They are highly intelligent, often seeing the world from a different perspective, which allows them to navigate life with a certain grace and wisdom. Their independence is not a sign of aloofness, but rather a testament to their self-sufficiency. They are not swayed by public opinion. Instead, they evaluate situations based on their own principles and make decisions that align with their personal truth. They are not afraid to stand alone, for they understand that their worth is not determined by external validation, but by their own self-perception. Sigma females are not interested in power struggles or dominance. They are content in their own world, finding joy in their pursuits and passions. They are not driven by a desire for recognition or approval, but by a thirst for knowledge and personal growth. In a world that constantly pressures us to fit in, Sigma females stand as a beacon of individuality and self-confidence. They are a testament to the power of self-reliance and the beauty of authenticity. They are the lone wolves who don't need a pack to validate their existence. Remember, Sigma females, your strength lies within you, not in the eyes of others. Embrace your uniqueness, for it is your greatest asset. Sigma females are the lone wolves who don't need a pack to validate their existence. However, even the strongest Sigma females can sometimes find themselves seeking recognition. It's a common thread, not just for Sigma females, but for everyone. We desire to be seen, to be acknowledged, to feel that we matter. But for Sigma females, this quest can often take a different form. Sigma females are known for their independence, their ability to thrive in solitude, and their preference for introspection over social recognition. However, even they may sometimes find themselves yearning for validation. This yearning can stem from various sources: the need to prove their worth, the desire to compete, or perhaps the pressure to conform to societal norms of success. This search for recognition can lead to an endless cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. It's like trying to fill a bottomless pit. No matter how much recognition you gain, it never seems enough. You're always looking for the next pat on the back, the next accolade, the next validation, and this can lead to a perpetual state of unhappiness. The irony is that the more you seek recognition, the more elusive it becomes. Like trying to catch your own shadow, it's always just out of reach. You start to measure your worth by the amount of recognition you receive, and when it doesn't come, it can trigger feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. The truth is, seeking recognition is a losing game. It's an external validation that you have no control over. You can't control how others perceive you or whether they acknowledge your achievements. You can only control your actions, your responses, and your perspective. So the question is, do you search for recognition in others? If the answer is yes, it's time to reassess. Look inward for validation, not outward. Your worth is not determined by how others see you, but by how you see yourself. Seeking validation from others is like chasing a mirage. It's fleeting and unsatisfying. Instead, find fulfillment in your own achievements, in your own growth, and in your own journey. Because at the end of the day, the only recognition that truly matters is the one you give yourself. I do hope you're enjoying the video thus far. If so, please click the like button. Let's continue. Here is where Stoicism comes to the rescue. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, dates back to the early 3rd century BC in Athens. It was founded by Zeno of Citium and has since become a guiding light for many. But what exactly is Stoicism? In essence, it's a philosophy that encourages us to focus on what we can control in life and let go of what we cannot. It's about understanding and accepting the natural order of things and finding peace within that understanding. For Sigma females, Stoicism can be a particularly effective solution. The Stoic mindset encourages self-reliance and self-contentment, which aligns perfectly with the independent nature of Sigma females. You see, Stoicism teaches us to look inward for validation, rather than seeking it externally. It tells us that our value is not defined by others' opinions or recognition, but by our own actions and beliefs. Imagine if you could stop relying on external validation and start trusting your own judgment and abilities. How freeing would that be? You could make decisions based on what you believe is right, not what you think others will approve of. You could pursue your passions without fear of judgment or rejection. You could be your authentic self without needing anyone else's stamp of approval. Stoicism can help Sigma females achieve this level of self-assurance. It encourages us to detach from the desire for recognition and instead find satisfaction within ourselves. It's about understanding that our worth comes from our actions, our virtues, and our integrity, not from the fleeting opinions of others. Stoicism doesn't mean becoming emotionless or indifferent. It's about managing our emotions, not suppressing them. It's about responding to life's challenges with wisdom and resilience, rather than reacting impulsively. It's about finding peace within ourselves, no matter what life throws our way. Stoic philosophy teaches us to find contentment within ourselves, not in the fleeting opinions of others. This is the power of Stoicism. It's the key to self-contentment, the key to freeing ourselves from the shackles of external validation. And for Sigma females, it's a philosophy that can truly empower them to be their authentic selves, free from the need for recognition in others. So how can Sigma females apply Stoicism in their lives? Well, the first step is to understand that seeking validation from others is a futile endeavor. The only validation that truly matters is your own. This is not to say that you should disregard all external feedback, but rather you should take it with a grain of salt. It's important to discern what is constructive and what is merely noise. Secondly, practice mindfulness. Stay present and grounded. It's easy to get caught up in the past or worry about the future, but the only moment you have control over is the present one. Being mindful also helps you recognize your emotions, understand their origins, and manage them effectively. Next, cultivate inner peace. This can be achieved through various means such as meditation, yoga, or simply spending time in nature. Inner peace will help you stay calm and composed in the face of adversity, and it will also prevent you from seeking validation from others. Another tip is to focus on self-improvement. Continually strive to be the best version of yourself. This doesn't mean you should be hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Instead, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Additionally, practice gratitude. It's easy to overlook the good in our lives when we're busy seeking recognition from others. But when we take a moment to appreciate what we already have, we realize that we don't need external validation to feel fulfilled. Lastly, embrace solitude. As a Sigma female, you're likely comfortable with being alone. Use this to your advantage. Spend time alone to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with yourself. This will help you become self-reliant and independent, reducing your need for external validation. So there you have it. These are just a few ways Sigma females can apply Stoicism in their lives and stop seeking recognition from others. By practicing these strategies, you can cultivate inner strength, resilience, and self-confidence. Remember, your worth is not determined by others, it's determined by you. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a powerful solution for Sigma females. let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've explored in this discussion. We began by understanding the unique nature of Sigma females, individuals who are self-sufficient, introverted, and often misunderstood due to their preference for solitude over social engagement. We then delved into the common tendency among Sigma females to seek recognition from others. It's a pursuit that can often lead to frustration and disappointment, as it relies on external validation rather than self-acceptance. And that's where Stoicism comes in. This ancient philosophy encourages us to find satisfaction within ourselves, to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. For Sigma females, it's a philosophy that aligns perfectly with their independent nature and introspective disposition. By adopting Stoic principles, Sigma females can navigate life's challenges with resilience and equanimity. They can cultivate an inner peace that isn't dependent on recognition or approval from others. Instead, they find validation from within, from their own values and actions. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and its power. It doesn't ask you to change who you are, but rather encourages you to understand and embrace your true self. It reminds us that the only person we need to please is ourselves, and the only approval we need is our own. For Sigma females, Stoicism doesn't just offer a way to deal with the search for recognition. It offers a path to self-empowerment, a path where the focus shifts from external validation to self-validation, from seeking approval to finding satisfaction within oneself. So, as we conclude, remember the wisdom of Epictetus. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. In other words, rejoice in your own strength, your own resilience, your own self-sufficiency. Stop seeking recognition from others and start finding satisfaction within yourself. As Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. So rejoice in your own strength and stop seeking recognition from others. Before we end this video, consider joining our community here at Eternal Stoicism. By subscribing and hitting that thanks icon below, you empower us to share more wisdom. Remember, every time you click the button thanks below, my video helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support, and until next time, stay wise and stay stoic.